Schemas. The aims and objectives. To be able to understand what schemas are and how to plan activities and play experiences for young children. What is a schema? A schema is a pattern of behaviour. Children can and generally do have several schemas that they are interested in at any one time, but commonly have one dominant schema that will remain with them into adulthood. When do schemas begin? Schemas begin from birth. Initially, schemas are very simple, but they will develop rapidly if they are supported. Research has shown that brain paths develop faster when connections are supported, and schemas are a way of supporting children and extending their learning. How do we know about schemas? Schemas were first identified by Piaget, a childhood theorist. His work has been further developed by the work of Chris Affey during the 1970s. Additional research has been undertaken about how children learn and how their brains develop. Because schemas follow interests, they can develop high levels of concentration and learning in children. So how do schemas work? A child will have an area in which they are mainly interested in at any one time. To learn about how this interest works, they will repeat an action over and over again until they understand about this interest. How many schemas are there? There are many schemas, and the following list may help you recognize and support children in the setting. Children's schemas will grow and develop with them, and a dominant schema will still be evident in adulthood. The names of the schemas then: trajectory, rotation, envelopment, enclosure, transporting, connection, orientation, positioning, containment and transforming. This session we will focus on trajectory, rotation, envelopment, enclosure and transporting. Trajectory. Patterns of movement emerge in which children will move their arms, legs and bodies in horizontal and vertical lines, such as pushing, kicking, dropping objects. This develops into exploration of straight lines, up and down, or horizontal. Babies are observed reaching out for objects and kicking their legs, opening and closing their hands, and waving arms up and down or side to side, throwing, pulling, pushing, rocking, climbing, or stepping up and down. Rotation. This is observed when children rotate themselves or objects. They will spin, twist, roll and turn objects and roll their bodies. Rotational schemas often show an energetic child who will run and spin in circles, ride round and round on a bicycle, or twist ribbons, scarves and ropes. Envelopment. Children with an envelopment schema like to cover themselves or other objects up. They enjoy dressing up, hiding under blankets, wrapping things up and painting over pictures. They will enjoy making dens, putting letters in envelopes to post, and using swathes of material to put Dolly and Teddy to bed or wrap themselves up in it. They will also enjoy messy play. Enclosure. Children with this schema enjoy making a surround or enclosure for their toys, such as a fence around a farmyard. They may draw around themselves on large pieces of paper or outside, and they will also like designing structures with construction toys or draw houses. They may like to play with boxes, like tunnels and dens, and like to be inside. Transporting. Children with the transporting schema enjoy moving things from one place to another, carrying items to a special person, or loading a buggy with lots of toys. They will enjoy going on trips, and especially if it involves transport. They may like maps and directions, usually enjoying the Bebop programmable toy or other remote control toy. They will enjoy having lots of containers and things to transport, like a wheelbarrow and leaves, or trolley and bricks, etc. Look at the schemas and make a list of things that you could provide for children in all areas of learning and development. Think about trajectory, rotation, envelopment, enclosure, and transporting. And then think of the ages and stages of your children, such as 0 to 2-year-olds. What could you provide for them? 2 to 3-year-olds and 3 to 5-year-olds. Part 2. Connection, orientation, positioning, containment, and transforming. Children with this schema will enjoy attaching things to one another and tying things together. They will like to play with construction, train tracks, and sewing and weaving. Orientation. Children with an orientation schema will like to see things from different angles, such as upside down, viewed through a mirror, or through binoculars. They will turn things over to see them from different viewpoints. Positioning. Children with the positioning schema will enjoy lining things up next to each other, threading beads, lining themselves up in order at the front or back of a line. Containment. Children with the containment schema will enjoy putting things into something, grading and sorting activities, and hiding objects or themselves. They will enjoy filling up buckets with sand, shape sorters, dens and containers for filling with an assortment of things. Transforming. The final schema listed is transforming. This happens as a consequence of exploration, such as making new colours from paint when mixing them together, and doing cooking activities, where ingredients change from one thing to another. There is still some debate on whether or not this is a schema or a process. Look at the schemas and make a list of things you could provide for children in all areas of learning and development. Connection, orientation, positioning, containment, and transforming. And again, look at the ages and stages of your children. So what could you provide for 0 to 2-year-olds, for 2 to 3-year-olds, or for 3 to 5-year-olds? Thank you for listening. Here are my contact details.